And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's a reverse. Knocked down behind the line, and this defense trying to shut down the running game and set the tone right out of the gate.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Snagged in the middle. It's Lawson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Washington sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Rush is on him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line. They'll They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Williams looking for a man. The short hand, it's Lawson. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. That's caught. It's Lawson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off play action on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Gets it out quickly.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands of the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Grab behind the line. It's Watson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Williams will pass. The quick out. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The inside handoff. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Firing to the right, complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. That is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Caught behind the line. It's McCulley. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
As
send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. They try to get it outside on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets one fly deep. Picked off to stop the threat.
Well, the safety did a great job staying back in that cover 2 look. He's got basically that half of the field. He's reading the quarterback's eyes, and he knows where he's going with it. He was able to make a jump on the ball and end up picking it off.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Now on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Klein. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams looking for a man. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Skips away from pressure. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Going up top again. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Williams will pass. Catch in the middle. It's Boston. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man on the right. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Might be changing the route. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Going for the big play. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Unleashes one. He's got it. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Quick release on the RPO. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out front by other receivers. And they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking? I think that might have got in his head, and that might have been a reason why he dropped it.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So now things a bit harder after that delay of game penalty, and now you got to worry about getting it out of the shadow of your own goalpost. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. looking for a man. Quick completion on the out. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Williams will pass. He's got it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
From the gun on third down. It's complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Touchdown, Washington! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's loose. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams looking for a man. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Finds his man, it's Haynes. Touchdown, Michigan! Once he got some room, it was over. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Worked on the touchdown, might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. With the catch, it's Lawson. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Williams will pass. Fires left. Got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Find some fresh air. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Boston. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in there.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Off the RPO, complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Let's it fly. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Troy. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So here comes the Michigan offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The offense calls timeout and they won't have any more left this half. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. And you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Williams looking for a man. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Boston. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw again. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Husky.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. This is a design run. much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Making side adjustments here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Williams will pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's taking a deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of